Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to all my students CAC 318. So we will continue our lesson with JavaScript, which is we will discuss today about looping. So how you write JavaScript looping. Basically, when we talk about looping, so you need to understand about repetition. Okay, you will do the iteration for the process, so you want to have the same process again and again, okay, until there is a condition to stop the process. Okay, that is the concept of looping. So what basically what you have learned previously in any programming language, actually it is same as in JavaScript. Okay, maybe it will have different syntax. Okay, alright, so we look at the theory first. So what is important in looping, which is you need to have the increment or decrement. Okay, so increment or decrement value is actually to update the variables value. Okay, and then you need to have the condition. Okay, so condition is actually to stop the looping. So this is an example of the increment I equal to I plus 1. So which is the shortcut is I plus plus. Okay, I equal to I minus 1, which is I minus minus. Right? Okay, so this is example of the operators and also the operand. Okay. So counting in JavaScript, like many other programming languages, so often begins at 0. Okay, so when you want to set the value of your condition, okay, as I mentioned, normally we will start at 0, so it depends on how you want to count. Okay, let's say you want to have 10 loopings, 10 times of looping, so you can start with 1 or 0, so until 10 or 9, right? So this is how it counts. Okay, so be careful on that, because if you not counted correctly, so it will looping will maybe have more than what you want. Okay. Okay, so we look at the example of the looping. So which is the first one, we look at the for statement. Okay, so what is inside for? So actually in JavaScript same, you need to use the for, which is a reserved word, and then bracket. You have the I inside this one is the setting value. Okay, and then this is the condition value, and this is the update value. Okay, and then can be minus minus or plus plus. Then this is the execution statement, whether you want to have display the values or you want to do calculation and so on. Okay, so the for statements tell the browser that we are about to perform a loop. So the layout here is very similar to a conditional statement, but in this case we have much more information in the bracket. So where our conditional had one JavaScript statement to describe its action, a for loop has 3. Okay, so which is as I mentioned, in the bracket we have the initialization assign statement, then we have the condition. So condition will check whether true or false. So if true, it will still looping. Okay, and then if false, it will exit the loop. Okay, and then you have incremental or decremental, which is plus plus or minus minus, right? So in this case, okay, so let's say you have I equal to 0 and then 5 greater than 4. So what happened? So you will start I equal to 0, but the condition, this one is true, because 5 greater than 4, I plus plus, so it will looping. Okay, but what happened if you do something like this? Because you not update the variable, so you are using the value, so means that the value is static, and then it will always true. So what happens if always true? It will infinite, so you don't have any stop looping. Okay, so this is very important class in the looping. Alright, and then how many times? In this case, I equal to 1, 1 less than 2, so true also. So also this one, but I equal to 1, so always true also. Okay. Right, so we look at this one. Okay, how you can do a multiplication table. Okay, so is it possible for you to do not using the looping? So you need to look at the question. But in our case, okay, normally the question will specific stated that you need to use the looping. But in the real case study or in the real implementation, when you are in the industry or so on, you need to think or you need to choose which programming technique that you want to apply. Okay, so you need to know whether this process is repetition. So if it is repeat, so you need to use the looping structure. Okay, so this is example of the multiplication table, so you can try to do this exercise. Okay, we'll look at the example of other looping. Okay, so now we look at the looping in the W3 school. Okay, so actually we have other than for, okay, we have while. All right. Okay, so we look at how you can write JavaScript using how you can write while loop using JavaScript. So this is the syntax, where you have while, which is the reserved word, and then bracket condition. So actually we have three important code that you need to have, same as for loop, where you need to have the initialization, and then condition, step number 2, and then the update. All right. So you look at the first example, where you have while I equal to I less than 10, which means that you want to have the repetition. When the I is value less than 10, means that maybe 9, maybe 8, 7, and so on. So we look at the example. So basically for the syntax is same, but in terms of how you display is different in JavaScript. So this one is using document.getElementById in HTML. Okay, so what we have here, so we have var equal to text, and then don't forget you have you need to start with the script. And then var equal to text, which is just initialize the null number. I equal to 0. And then what is I here? Starting with the 0. Less than 10, so 0 less than 10, true. So what true? Text equal to text plus the number is I. So actually text is storing the string, the string values. So the first output is the number is 0, which is the first I is 0, right? And then you have I plus plus, so means that I plus 1, 0 plus 1 is 1. So you will start looping again, so 1 less than 10, so true, so you will start repeat and then display the output, so the number is 1. And then 1 plus 1, 2, so you will repeat until, let's say we have 10, 10 less than 10, is it true? False, right? Because 10 is equal to 10. Alright, so what happened if false? So you will not execute this statement class, you will exit the curly braces, and then you will execute the statement document.getElementById .inner HTML, which is text. Which is you want to display all the values that store in the that you have do for the repetition. So this is how it works in JavaScript. So with this statement, but in the normal situation, you need to have display inside the looping, right? But in this case, if you use something like this string, so it will display all the values. Okay, let us try to write our own basic code. So basically class in topic looping, so we have question, sometimes ask about how you need to write a code. Given the case a simple question, then you write code looping in JavaScript, or sometimes the question asks you to trace errors, or also to display the output. So it depends on the question. So we will try to find the question that is related to the looping after this. So I will show this very simple example where you want to display number 1 until 10. var I equal to 1. So because we want to display 1 until 10, so you can choose either you want to use 4. Let's say I use 4. Alright, so I so before, so you do not need to have the initialize. Okay, that one is for the looping while. Okay, so I less than or equal to 10 or I equal to I less than 11. Okay, okay, so I plus plus. Okay, then you can have curly braces. So this one is for if you have more than one statement. Okay, document.write. Let's say I use document.write. So I want to display I. Okay, something like this. Okay, then save. So don't forget to save as HTML. Okay. Okay, so we have saved as HTML for dash loop as HTML. So then I want to open in default viewer. Okay, so when now when you open in default viewer, so means that you want to display the output in the browser. So this is the output. Okay, because okay, I have document.write. Okay, okay, which means it will start with 1 and then it will end with 10. Okay, so you can use document.write. You can use inner HTML. If the question asks you to use alert, also can. Okay, so it depends. Alright. Okay, and then how you want to have the output is a new line. So you can use break. That one is using HTML, right? So you need to have a concat plus, okay, and then to put the string. So then you have break. Okay, so this is how you embed HTML code inside the Java. Okay, okay, and then okay, refresh. So this is how it looks like. Okay. Alright. Okay, and then also same as what if you are using the let's say I use array looping for the while loop. Okay, so you need to initialize first equal to 0. Let's say okay, I want to display the even number. Okay, so while, okay, what is the condition here? So x less than how many values that you want to display? Let's say 20. Okay, what you want to have inside? So first you need to have the display and also the update. Okay, document.write. Okay, x. Okay, let's say I want to have the space only in the between. Okay, and then you have x plus plus, or okay, because I want to have the even number, so x plus 2. Okay, okay, something like this. Right, and then save, then you refresh. Okay, so what happened here? Okay, so the next looping, okay, which is I use a while loop, so it will display, okay, the even number, okay, which is starting with 0, okay, until less than 20. So the last value is 18 because 20 is false, so it will not print the 20. So like if you want to print the 20, so you need to put less than or equal to 20. So save and then refresh. Okay, so it will display also the 20. Okay, okay, and then also you can have while a combination with the if. Okay, so same as other programming language. Okay, so for looping, I think that's all. Okay, so next we will continue with the function. Okay, so now we look at the next subtopic, which is JavaScript functions. Okay, so basically JavaScript function, what is function? So actually it's a block of code, okay, designed to perform a particular task. So it means that you have grouping the task in one function. Okay, for example, you want to have a discount function, okay, and then you want to calculate the tax function, okay, and then you want to have the total price of all function. Okay, that is the purpose of function. Another advantages of using function, you can reuse the code, okay, without writing all it again. Okay, you just call or invoke it and then you can implement with other values. Okay, so how you write in JavaScript? So basically in C++, let's say, okay, so you have the data type, okay, but this one you don't only have to state the function, okay, which is a reserved word, okay, and then this is the name of the function, and then you have the bracket. So what is bracket inside? So there is no data type for the variable, so you just stated the variable name, okay, which is the parameter, how many parameter that you want to you want to pass. Okay, so we look at this example. Alright, so this function is actually to perform multiplication. So first you need to write the function definition. We call this is a function definition. And then how you execute the function. So you need to call. So if you just write the function definition, so it will not execute or it will not display what the function will display, but you need to call the function. So where to call the function? So normally we'll call the function in the display. So in this case using in HTML. So you can call the function and then parameter that you have here. So let's say p1. Let's say you have p1, p2. So you want to pass two values here, which is look at the data type. So in this case, we assume that this is integer, so or number, so we pass 4 3 to the function definition p1 p2. So p1 will store 4, p2 will store 3. And then what will happen? So return p1 times p2, so multiply 4 multiplied by 3, so 12. So return to the function call. So this one will receive what? Receive 12. So that's why if you look at the output here, it will display 12. So now we look at example where you can have addition function. So where to put function? So you can put inside body or you can also put inside the head. So let's say I have two numbers. I will show you with and without function. So we want to have the addition for number for a comma b, and then then we have result. So result equal to a plus b. So normally function will you can see the advantages of using function when you have a very complex code. But if you have only a few lines of code, so you cannot see the advantages of function. So basically this one you appreciate when you have very complex, for example for your project. So now where is my value? So I don't have value here. Never mind. We save first. Let's say I have function add. There is no value, so let's say I assign value 2. So how you get the value? So you can use input. So we will learn also when you have the form, JavaScript form. So basically we ask JavaScript or you can ask using the prompt. I will show you later. After that you open in default browser. So the output will be 5, right? 2 functions. So now we try to do this in the function. Alright, so I will put this one I'll put in the function. Where you have we start with the function, reservoir, and then what is inside bracket? So you want to pass 2 parameters, which is a comma b. What is inside your function? So you need to have the result, right? Or maybe we can have return. We just have return because I want to return the value. The result of the value. So and then how you call the function? So if you do something like this, it will give error because they don't get the value from the result. So there is no variable result here. So you need to remove. Then you need to replace that with the function call. So how to call a function? So call the name. Oh sorry, this one there is no name. Addition. And then function is the reserved word. Then this is the function name. This is a parameter that you want to pass. So how to call? You call function addition together with the value that you have, a, b. Or maybe you can just put the value 2, 3 inside. Alright. Okay, this one on it. Or maybe okay. Okay, then save. Then you view in the default browser. Okay, so you can see it will give the same output. Okay. Okay, but you can what you happen, okay, so you can have different value. So let's say I want to have I want to put here result 1. Okay, then result 2. Okay, and then I will have different values, of course. Okay, because you want to, alright, and then don't forget to have the break to see to make sure the output is nice, right? Okay, then save, then you refresh here. Okay, so this is the output. So this is the function, the purpose of the function. Why you need to learn function? Because you can reuse the coding. Okay, so with different values. Alright. So this is how it works. So try to look carefully because the syntax for the function is different. Okay, so you have function, and then you have function name, then you have parameter inside the bracket. Okay, also we have return, and you can also have the different calculation. Okay, so alright, so now we look at the example of the question. Okay, so we look at this example. So this question is want you to find the output. Okay, so basically this is example where you have do while looping. Okay, so what you need to do is, okay, first you assign the value num equal to 0. Okay, then do will execute, you will enter the looping. So what is the first output? The number is 0. Okay, and then document.write break, which is new line. Okay, num plus plus, which is 1. Okay, num is 1 now. So while it is to check the condition true or false. Okay, so 1 times 5 is 5, right? So 20 true, so you will display again. So what is the value 1 now? Which is 1, right? Because previously 0, and then you update plus 1, so it will become 1. Okay, okay, and then document.write break. Okay, then you will plus 2. Okay, now equal to 2. So 2 times 5 is 10, right? So true, 10 less than 20 is true. So again you display. Okay, what is the value? It is not the 10, but it is 2 because you update plus 1. Okay, 2. Okay, and then new break. Okay, 2 plus 1 is 3. Okay, so 3 times 5 is 15, 20. Okay, true. So you will display number is 3. Okay, new line, and then 3 plus 1 is 4. So num, okay, 4 plus 5 is 20. So 20 less than 20 is false. So false, what happened? It will stop the loop. Okay, now we try to copy this code and then put inside the notepad to see the output. Okay, so this is the code that we have. Okay, so you have put, make sure, okay, you have start script and then close script. Okay, then when you open the browser, okay, open in the browser. So this is the output. Okay, so you will have the number is, okay, starting 0, then you plus 1, 1. Okay, and then condition true, okay, you display 1. Okay, then you update 1 plus 1, 2. Okay, condition true, you will display 2, and then 2 update 3. So the condition true, you repeat 3. Okay, and then update 4. 4 times 5, 20, false. So it will not display the number is 4 because the condition is false. So you will stop the looping. Okay. Okay, so we look at the other concept of function that we have. So basically in function we have local variables. Okay, so in JavaScript function, so variables declared within JavaScript function, which is inside the function. So we call that as a local variables. Okay, so what is the meaning of that? So only be accessed from within the function. Okay. Okay, so that is the concept of the function, right? So I think that's all. So next we will continue with other JavaScript concept that we have. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.